No fewer than 10 cases of petroleum or tanker explosion have been recorded in the Federal Capital Territory from January 2023 to date. This was disclosed in an exclusive interview with the FCT Head of Operations, Adebayo Zaccheaus. Apart from the losses counted from tanker explosion, Zaccheaus said no loss of life was recorded within this period. The increasing incidence of fire outbreaks and massive loss of human lives and property caused by tanker carrying petroleum products have over time resulted in environmental disaster, most especially at filling stations and in marketplaces. Against the several accusations of poorly equipped and struggling fire service, citizens have called on federal and state governments across the country for intervention over the incessant fire outbreak, with relevant authorities and tanker operators failing to effectively carry out their duties in preventing and mitigating these horrific accident stories. There is no end in sight as tankers continue to ply the road freely and cause havoc to lives and properties.
These tankers down to different destinations to ensure that they are not diverted. The problem is they want to go back to their base on time. They don't allow this petroleum product to settle down. Other stakeholders like DPR, the fire service, NEMA, the stakeholders to ensure that the accidents are reduced or minimized to the BRS minimum in our stations. Also, we have insurance company. They are also stakeholders in the petroleum industry. Thank you.
The question is, are these relevant authorities effective in carrying their duties as the country continues to experience fire outbreaks while fuel tankers are about to discharge fuel? Abraham Forte drivers and attendants at the filling station.
They are doing their work, as I told you. Errors on human parts, right from transportation of this product down to the stations, and when they arrive, there are carelessness on the part of the drivers and the attendants in the stations. We have been preaching to them whenever they want to discharge, let there be proper heartening, but they don't even bother to know whether this heartening is effective, is functioning, whether it's a good conductor of electricity. They just mount the iron on the body of the tanker, whether it's conducting or not, and they begin to discharge.
On ways to curb these unfortunate occurrences, Zaccheaus, an expert in fighting fire incidents, stated that
let the district head help us to reorientate all the young men and the youth to please allow the fire service to do their work whenever there is any emergency. They should not use it as an opportunity to loot anybody's property in the market or in the filling stations. So the public will have their own role to play. The fire service has their own role to play, that is prompt response to any emergency that comes up at any point in time. Then government parts, as I told you earlier, on bad roads, let our roads be in good condition, so that when petrol tankers travel on this road, there will be less accidents on the road.
Recently, some firefighters were attacked by mobs during a fire outbreak in the Jabi area of Abuja. The hoodlums also destroyed their fighting appliances. Reacting to this, he said,
when they arrived, the angry youth prevented them from accessing the scene of the fire inside Eyo filling station. They had to turn back until we called the police and the DSS to come and take charge of the situation. That was when we were able to access this seat of the fire. Whenever you hear the siren of fire service or any emergency responder on the road, let the motorist give the right of way when you hear the siren of the fire service or ambulance or other stakeholders. That's two. Then another factor that contributes to prompt response to any emergency is the weather condition.
There's hardly any state in the country that has not experienced tanker explosion and market fires. The story is the same from Lagos to Maiduguri and Onitsha to Sokoto. And there is hardly a week the accident involving fuel tankers does not occur in various parts of the country. People are bemoaning the fire disaster ravaging markets, which compared to the suffering and poverty in the land. The catalogue of fire disaster is long and worrisome, yet the catastrophe are largely preventable with proper care by those concerned and by embracing more safety-conscious measures. According to the FCT head of operations, the cause of the frequent outbreak
can be due to human error, bad roads, bad weather, at times brake failure. On the part of the drivers, there can be error, there can be negligence, carelessness. All this can cause accidents on the road. When there is accident, the next thing you hear is explosions. Then attendants in the stations. When these petroleum products arrive in the stations, the tendency is to drop it sharp so that the monitoring team that follow the petroleum product to the station will go back to their base. Because of this, measures will not be taken to ensure that there is proper hardening of the tanker. The measure will not be taken to ensure that the petroleum product settle down before discharging.
The FCT Fire Service also advises owners of filling stations on training their drivers and fuel attendants.
On training of the drivers and the attendants, I could remember in December we called a stakeholder meeting in FCT Fire Service headquarters here in Asokoro, but unfortunately a larger percentage of them refused to turn up. It didn't help matter at all. Please, whenever we call for stakeholders meetings, let's ensure that we come up